two, one.
Hi, Pratik. Just watched Agni, which I really liked. I thought it was not a very easy role to play. But more than that, you've had a great year as well. I think Madgaon Express, Do Pyar, both were really charming films.
Thank
And
you.
Dead Biga Zameen as well. So really very, very exciting year for you. How has it been? And I thought this role was particularly interesting, getting into the skin of a firefighter is not very easy, and a very upstanding, upright guy. So, talk a little about the role and then how the year has been for you.
So year has been absolutely fantastic, man. And
Yeah,
all these different characters, different genres, different stories. So I really, find myself absolutely fortunate and lucky to be a
yeah,
part of this diverse films and create these characters. Also thankful to the audience who loved all these different characters in 1 year itself. So I guess one of the most satisfying years of my career. Uh,
absolutely. I think after Scoop, this has been really a fantastic year.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, this gave me a lot of things, and it helped me reach out to the audience with different characters. In fact,
Yeah,
something that they've never seen and expected from me. Maybe
yeah,
it also helped me strengthen and my own confidence in the way I wanted to perform different characters fearlessly. That yes,
yeah,
go out there and just experiment.
right.
So to believe in your gut feel, and something that I did paid off well this time in with all these films. So yeah, hoping for similar kind of career graph next year also, and similar reactions from the audience also. Uh,
Next year is even more packed. I know that you've done Gandhi and you've done Phule as well. So, two uh, historic
Two
characters.
historic characters, yeah. So looking
I
forward to
mean,
that also.
yeah, that is going to be quite amazing. But let's go back to Agni, since it was the most recent film. Very, it's not just a sort of uh, a character that you play. It's also character study of Mumbai, and really what's going wrong with Mumbai in so many different ways. So talk a little about uh, getting to understand that, and the unsafe buildings, the rampant violations, the rampant development of Mumbai, which has just gone crazy, and the nexus between the politician, the builders, all that. There's so much to unpack in Agni, so
It
it's
is. It
quite an
is.
amazing film.
And in fact, these things actually make it absolutely realistic and relatable for the audience.
Yeah,
And if you have, if anybody has ever visited Mumbai or
yeah,
even remotely known about Mumbai through news,
yeah,
also, they would understand what a city like Mumbai is going through right now. In terms of
absolutely.
the whole city is under redevelopment, it seems.
Yeah,
Ek saath,
yeah.
like all the roads, all the by lanes and buildings
Yeah,
and
I mean,
everything.
nothing is as it was, and you have highways cutting through livelihoods, cutting through centuries old villages. It's actually, I'm surprised Mumbaikas are not angrier about it.
I don't know, on the roads whenever I go out every day. If you see, like almost all the faces look angry to me though. Their frustration is building up, it seems, and there are a lot of reasons maybe. But personally, I'm an engineer and I've worked in the
Yeah,
field of
and you were
quality
in Reliance Infrastructure, so you know
infrastructure, yeah.
all about infrastructure.
Infrastructure, and work closely on these topics of quality, safety, uh, and all those things, and in fact productivity and all. So these were the subjects of my choice, and I love that. So in fact, when I was going out to search a house, I was searching a house in Mumbai for the longest time. I recently got one. So whichever buildings that I've gone to, I always felt that this is so not secured.
Right.
People are just not aware that what is the importance of fire safety.
Yeah.
And most of the places which are designed for fire safety, all these places are encroached either by
Yeah.
the residents or by the building itself or by something else. So this always was there in my mind as an engineer. But when I got this script, I was thrilled to know this world. That for the first time, somebody is talking about this world and
Yeah.
this actual reality that everybody is facing and seeing every day. But nobody is doing anything about it. It's like we are in a country where you have to pose a ban on a person for his own safety, or a fine on a person for his own safety. Are you
And
there?
yeah, and Pratik, for instance, when your character is looking at that list of unsafe buildings, and you're saying every year it just increases, but that's the helplessness of the officials who are running the city as well. No matter how honest you may be, there's always someone somewhere out there who's ready to violate all the rules and regulations.
Everything. And in fact, people are finding ways and means to violate these rules legally also.
Yeah,
Like if you have not written this, then this can be done. But they don't understand that this is unsafe for their own lives and the lives
right.
of others. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, as I was saying, that we are in a country where to make people wear helmet and save
yeah.
their lives, we have to post fine on them. So I'm fining you for your safety.
For
So
your own
for your own
life.
safety, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So in such social system, and the time that we are in, where quality and safety are largely overlooked, and they were always attached to money, that if you
yeah,
pay higher price you can buy safety, or if you
yeah,
pay higher price you can buy quality, which should not be the case.
yeah.
These are the basic things that people should be aware about,
Right.
and one should care about their own life.
Yeah,
I mean, it's that simple, which this particular film, Agni, talks about so subtly and so brilliantly, I feel.
yeah. Without being in your face about it,
Yeah, we are
it
not preaching
approaches
anything.
it
We are
in a
just
very
showing the fact.
human and humane way.
Yeah. So
And
that is something that, attracted me towards the script and the character.
yeah, but not a very easy role to play as well. No, I don't know how those fires were staged, but it still looked unsafe to me. I'm sure you followed all safety precautions, but it looked very unsafe to me. All you guys going in and coming out.
So a
How did you
huge,
do
huge
all that?
credit to the VFX team, man. Those
Yeah,
who have made it up in the post production. They've done a brilliant job. But having said that, when we were shooting, whatever that fire you saw on screen, at least 40% of the fire that we were shooting with. No, everything was controlled in a controlled environment. We had all the safety protocols, and on top of it, there were real firefighters shooting with us. They were the part of the team. So they were also guiding us. At the same time, they were also making sure of the safety.
right, right. And these were actually staged in studio lots, or how were these done?
No, it was all studio. It was all created set. So,
Right.
and we, for first 2022 nights that we were shooting. So the
Yeah.
whole day they would build the set, and at night we will just burn the set
Oof.
and shoot. That's how we shot.
And all that equipment that you have to wear, I wonder it must be weighing a lot, just being mobile in it, getting used to that.
Yeah, that required a
Those
lot of prep.
shoes, the skull caps, all that, it must have taken a lot.
So that PPE suit and the shoes itself, I constantly felt that there is an additional 10 to 15 kg weight on my body, and I'm
Really.
constantly running with that, because
Right.
helmet itself felt like 2 kg helmet
Yeah.
with a light on it.
Right.
Then those shoes, fire safety shoes. Each
Right.
shoes was around 800 grams to 1 kg shoes is what I felt.
God.
And then when you
So,
walk with mud, the
yeah,
weight even increases.
right.
It becomes even
So
heavier.
getting used to that physicality is also very demanding for an actor, right?
Yes, in fact, we trained with firefighters at Baikala Fire Station in Mumbai for almost 3 to 4 weeks, where the physical training and the technical training of how to use these equipments. And there are, I mean, it's a there huge list of equipments that they use every day,
Right.
right from cutter machines to the hose pipes to different nozzles to everything, hammers
Yeah.
and spanners and everything.
So it's
So
it's such a complicated thing. You think
I
there's
mean, we
just
wanted to
water
make
that's
sure
being
that the world
sprayed
that
and
we, I know, that's what we know as just common man. But then when
yeah,
we saw that how to use it, there is a detailed technique and logic involved in it.
right. I was wondering, Pratik, when you were
So yeah,
playing,
very very
yeah,
educational film for myself.
I know, and for the audience. But tell me, Pratik, when you were playing this role, I wonder, you had just come out of playing Phule and Gandhi, very, socially aware characters, obviously, and, with so much of their thinking and their politics, must have imbibed all that. How does it change you as a person when you go through that, because it's you have to also transform yourself to receive all that into your character, right? How does it transform you as a
Yeah.
person?
So I think I have personally experienced also that a little residue of each and every character that we play stays with us as actors. And I guess that's the beautiful part of this profession, that through the characters and through different stories, our learning process and learning curve is always on the upside. We constantly learn about different human aspects, about the same emotions differently. Like the anger of Pinku in Madgaon and the anger of Vittal in this is so different. So just the range of one particular emotion is something that as common man I have never experienced in my real life, and I might never experience it. But as an actor, this is something that I get to experience, the range of the same emotion. So before I did this film, I was doing another film, which was a rom com. I was coming from a different setup, and I guess just 2 days of gap, and I started shooting for Agni, which is
You were
absolutely
doing
intense.
Do It To Pyar.
Yes, so though the pyar happened, and then this happened, and after this we shot Madgaon. So, but that's the beauty of this profession, I guess, and I enjoy it even on the same day. So most of the time after my shoot, I go out and perform my stage plays also. So I guess it's just a matter of practice that you constantly switch on and switch off between characters.
Also, I think your relationship with your brother-in-law, that's again a very interesting thing, because it's also I mean, it's human, but it's also a comment on the police force, in a very
Yeah,
elliptical way. And the contrast between two kinds of public services, and how you have two different approaches. So that again was quite interesting. And I don't know, I loved his house overlooking the
yeah.
sea lake. I mean, we would all love a house like that, but it
Well,
comes
that
at a
was not a
price.
set though. That was not a set. That's a real building and real house. It was an under construction
Acha,
building,
whose
and that
house
was
is it? Lucky person.
I know that was a building ready to. Yeah, it was, and there's the flat that we were shooting in was a show flat.
Acha, okay. Where did you finally buy your house, by the way?
Juhu,
Acha, nice. Good. Nice. It's the, one of the nicest places in
nicest
Mumbai.
place, and in fact, ever since I moved to Mumbai, Parla was always a house for me.
Right.
So I stayed here for the longest time. Then I moved to Malad, and then to Charkop, and now back home.
Good. So, I mean, just to get back to the police, and in Mumbai, the police has carries so many burdens of the mafia and the fight with the underworld and, this whole encounter business. Talk a little about that as well.
Yeah, so I mean, since childhood, whatever films that I have seen,
Yeah,
whatever stories and news that I've seen is all about police. And I mean, they have done amazing work. They still do a brilliant work.
yeah,
But this is the force which was highly decorated, highly spoken about, and mostly rewarded and everything. But never heard about this uniformed force, which is firefighters, who are the first of the first responders.
exactly.
So yeah, that contrast that we wanted to bring in the
Yeah.
script also. And I mean, kudos to Rahul Dolakia, who has weaved these two forces in a way that it also reflects in the relationship between these two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother-in-law.
Especially when you're at the restaurant.
And that's a hilarious scene.
That's so funny.
That awkwardness and all, and through the lens of my son's character,
Yeah.
who is in awe of his
Who
uncle,
idolizes his uncle
idolizes his
and
uncle because he's a super cop, and the cop story is what we see on big screens also
yeah.
frequently, which represents society at large.
Exactly. So the value that they place on fame, on celebritydom versus, actual public service. I think that's, again, a very interesting comment. The politician, again, is a very interesting character.
Yeah, though it is there just for a couple of scenes, but it says a
But
lot of it.
it says a lot.
It says a lot.
Yeah. So what has the response been? It's doing very well, right? On Netflix, Agni?
Yeah, I mean, it's on Amazon Prime. It is doing really
Ah,
well.
sorry. I'm sorry. My apologies.
It's doing really well. We're receiving a lot of comments from the audience through social media and through messages. And there are a couple of people who mailed me. And I mean, there are some brilliant, I mean, so overwhelming mails that I've received. One person
Right.
mailed that that person is down with some fever or something. So he's home and he watched this film. And he said, I was feeling breathless for the longest time.
Ah,
And when I
right.
saw that scene of yours, I could relate to it, what it feels
Right.
like. It was
Right.
so realistic that I felt it again. So, yeah, so the comments like this,
Wonderful for an actor, isn't it?
yeah. And in fact, there's so many firefighters who are watching it, loving it, and reaching out to us for their
Yeah.
reactions.
Yeah.
And in the families
So
also. So, yeah, that
yeah,
is,
so I think that's one of the most gratifying things about acting. You reach out to people that you don't even know.
yeah.
But tell me about the year ahead, since we're almost at the end of 2024. Talk about the year ahead, what you expect to for yourself.
So, ma'am, there are a couple of films. I mean, two films are ready to be released,
Right.
and two web series are ready, going to be
What is
ready.
for your eyes only? What is that?
So that should come out soon, sometime.
What
Yeah,
is that? It's
it's espionage drama.
oh, nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
espionage drama.
Okay, good.
And
So we'll see you as a spy and a Gandhi. What a
yeah,
contrast.
huge contrast though.
And this is Gandhi in the early years, right?
Yes, Gandhi is early. So
The
first
South
season is
Africa
about his
Gandhi,
early life.
right? So a lot happening. And then there's that wo ladki hai kahan, and I think
Yeah,
those are
Dhoom Dham is another
Dhoom
film.
Dham.
Dhoom Dham
Hmm.
should come out first, I think. And Phule is almost there. Anytime
Pune,
I'll get. Yeah,
yeah, Pune, I'm really looking forward to. I think that again is a character. I think a lot of people need to know much more about than they do, right?
and Ghamasan is another film that I've done with
Okay.
Tigman Chudulia. It's a real life cop drama.
Wow. So you're
Yeah,
playing a cop.
yeah, it's a real life cop drama, which we
Acha.
had a screening in Mami Festival this year.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's a Mumbai cop.
No, UP.
Acha, okay. Nice. So getting out of your comfort zone more and more, going towards
Yeah,
the
I mean
north.
that's fun creating different characters of from different parts of India.
Yeah,
So that is fun because that it lets me explore in a different way the same emotion in a different way.
yeah. A lot of your admirers must have been surprised to see you in Madgaon Express, right? But I think you really enjoyed yourself.
Oh yes, man, that's my first ever comedy outing,
Yeah,
and that to a
very
physical
good. Yeah,
film.
yeah.
So
And I think Do Do Pyar also was a very charming film.
very cute
Uh,
film, very sweet film.
yeah, and I think the relationship between you and Vidya was so well done. How was it working with her?
Oh, she's a brilliant human being, yeah. And of course, I mean, we all know her as an actor. But
Yeah,
what I get to explore about her while shooting with her is that she's a beautiful human being,
right.
very giving, very supportive, very encouraging, and very happy soul.
Huh.
But she's very
I think
happy,
that's very important.
very very important, man, very important.
Yeah. You're a happy soul, Pratik. You look like a happy soul.
I think, yeah, I am. I don't know. My family can tell more about this, but
Oh, and you're acting with your wife also. She's Kasturba, right?
yeah, she's being Kasturba
Nice.
Gandhi.
I wonder how that dynamic will play out. It'll be interesting to see,
Oh,
I
yeah, I
think.
can't wait to show it to the world, though.
Yeah. I hope Hansel is going to show it quickly to us, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I also hope so.
Great. Thank you. What a pleasure to speak to you, Pratik, and congratulations on a terrific year and much more in the year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.